Hello viewers, this is Kilobyte of AmazingGamingChannel here, bringing you a commentary over footage of Mortal Kombat and possibly Skullgirls, for I am not sure yet. Within this commentary I will discuss my wish list for an upcoming game being developed by NetherRealm Studios, the developers of Mortal Kombat, this upcoming, already glorious looking fighting game having the unique title of Injustice Gods Among Us. Most of us already know what this glorious fighting game will have. A well-polished story mode with beautiful cutscenes similar to the story mode in Mortal Kombat 9, except with an entirely different story, and a well-polished, glorious fighting system, as we can determine from the 3 trailers we've seen. Again, most of us know that this fighting system will allow the players to use specific objects from the background or foreground environment to their advantage in the fights, such as slamming cars on opponents, or knocking them into electricity generators, or capacitors as some physicists like to call them, and then extending combos as your opponent is being electrocuted by this generator. But we know very little beyond the game having lots of our favorite DC Universe characters, a well-polished story mode, and a well-polished fighting adventure system. I say fighting adventure because you can change the arena you fight in during the fight by, say, knocking your opponent into the elevator of the Batcave and moving from the underground Batcave to just underground part 1 of the Batcave. That and the arenas actually take damage as the fights go on, but we're going to move on to what my legitimate wish list is now. My first wish and suggestion is to bring forth the existence of a feature that would be well appreciated in all fighting games with online capabilities. My wish is for the existence of an online training mode that can be played with friends. This would allow players to test tactics on each other, show combos in a friendly manner, or help teach a player how to play the game more effectively. There are many actions that cannot be efficiently tested against a computer, and there are many people who want to get better at the game by working together. So, I wish for, and you probably also wish for, an online training mode in Injustice Gods Among Us. We'd love to efficiently be able to learn which moves can successfully be used as anti-air, or what move is better against one move, learn frame data together perhaps, or learn what punishes what against a specific character. There are many possibilities and reasons as to why the online training mode should exist, but I believe that all of my viewers and listeners understand the idea by this point in the video, so I will now stop talking about this. The implementation of my second suggestion would be highly appreciated by both casual and hardcore fighting game players alike. My suggestion is for there to be plenty of modifiers and more ways to play in Injustice Gods Among Us. Mortal Kombat had tester luck, and the challenge tower, along with the 9-hour story playthrough and the standard arcade ladder. I do not yet have any ideas for a way to replace the challenge tower, but I know that NetherRealm can again bring modifiers, seen in tester luck, online as they did with MK9 in the form of combat codes. Combat codes are a must, for Injustice must remain a fresh experience for as long as possible. Perhaps they could do even more than simply bring a game mode similar to Tester Luck online. They could even create a way for the players to select many versions of all of whatever modifiers they like to choose, going beyond the less versatile combat codes. Of course, this would only be for private matches, but I'd love to be able to create my own fighting mode variant with friends. Step 1. We see a menu with all possible modifiers and their pictures associated with the modifier's action. Step 2. Have players vote on whatever number of modifiers they wish to select, and perhaps have a limit of 5 modifiers per player. Step 3. Load up the fight and have the players indulge themselves in their glorious new fighting mode. Bring Tester Luck online as well. Please. Mortal Kombat had wonderful online, but some may get tired of 1v1, tag 2v2, or unranked, less variable combat codes. So that is my second suggestion, and I hope that it is implemented in Injustice Gods Among Us, but now I move on to my third suggestion. This third suggestion being the implementation of an anti-lag system known as GGPO. For those unfamiliar, GGPO is an anti-lag system that allows fights to progress in laggy conditions with less gameplay slowdowns than normal. Simply put, a level of GGPO is selected, typically 0 through 5, and as levels increase, the worsening of the graphics of the game increase, but when graphical quality decreases, gameplay smoothness increases, and the players can play or fight with less slowdown frustration. This is similar to the existence of the no blood combat code in Mortal Kombat, but GGPO takes it a step further and actually makes the graphics, or something similar to the graphics, worse to make gameplay slowdowns less. 0 equals local quality graphics, 5 is the ultimate sacrifice with worse visuals for a lot less lag. My fourth desired feature for implementation in Injustice Gods Among Us is for the return of the 2 vs 2 tag formula seen in Mortal Kombat 9. I greatly preferred tag over 1v1 in Mortal Kombat 9 for the following reasons. 1. It rewarded players for knowing how to play as more than one character exceptionally, or at least well. If his primary character beats my primary character, is he better at Mortal Kombat than I? Well, only if he wins in a 2v2 against my 2 best characters. Tag is a truer test of skill, and needs to return for this reason as well. Strategic character partnering. If you choose the right character to partner with another character, you can fill the holes in one character's game and remove their weaknesses. For example, let's say a noob Cybot player is trying to zone out Kenshi in Mortal Kombat 9 and is throwing projectiles relentlessly. Kenshi has no teleport, and his reflect is useless against noob's shadows. This is full screen distance, so an EX shadow charge won't work. Kenshi needs help. He's getting outplayed here because he allowed himself to get into the situation with noob being full screen distance away. Partner Kenshi with Sub-Zero, and summon Sub-Zero's tag assist with down back L1, and Sub-Zero has frozen the opponent that was throwing projectiles at Kenshi, and Kenshi can now dash in for a BNB combo against the frozen opponent. Also, because tag fights last longer, there is a far lesser chance that the player who earned the first hit bonus winning the round, and the round is a greater test of skill because the players have more time to show everything they have in their arsenal. Don't laugh. My fourth wish idea is likely to turn into a negative rant about the existence of bullshit trophies such as my Kung Fu is stronger in Mortal Kombat 9. For the record, to earn the golden trophy, my Kung Fu is stronger, and to earn the platinum trophy, you had to play 24 hours with every single character in the game, do 100 fatalities with every single character in the game, and spill a certain amount of pints of blood with every single character in the game. Like, what? Just, what? What? Do? Not a single person has... Okay. Very few people have earned the Platinum Trophy in Mortal Kombat 9 just because of a bullshit trophy like that. Also, the ranked match trophies are quite annoying because finding a ranked match takes about 300 times longer than finding a player match or going to one of the online chat rooms and finding a match there. I'd rather have player matches be treated as ranked, or at least be rid of the ranked matchmaking system where you don't know who you're being matched up with and you cannot choose who you're matched up with. Like, just change the ranked matchmaking system and don't have bullshit trophies. Okay, this next suggestion I have is a giant clusterfuck of great ideas that I'm sure all of you want to see in the next NetherRealm fighting game as well, so I will now begin reading them off of the Word document I have typed. Here we go. I would like unlockables, customization, coins, and a reason to spend them. Mortal Kombat had the Crypt, and the Crypt Monster. Fuck you, NetherRealm, for that, by the way, but the unlockables within the Crypt added more fun, but going to the Crypt was a nuisance. Simply unlocking new items shouldn't take 1 hour and 45 minutes to do. Unlocking all the coins to unlock these items takes triple that time. I shouldn't have to move an awkward camera to search for the item I want. I'd like to be able to unlock the new items from a menu, where I can unlock them with a simple click. No loading screens, no waiting, just click to buy from the main menu. On the note of spending coins, there need to be far more reason to spend them, because after the crypt was cleared, there was nothing to do with the 300,000 coins I've earned in single player. This will lead to a new feature that we all want. More costume customization. MK9 had 4 costumes by default for each character, and only 2 truly different ones. I, and everyone else, want more character customization. Not necessarily 10 costumes, but ways to edit those 2 costumes in a way that will make my character unique from the rest. I'm not suggesting turning Sub-Zero red. I'm suggesting changing colors, accessories, adding new items to your character yourself, all of which require coins to purchase. And these coins need to be able to be earned online as a form of XP, which is then used to purchase items for your character that will make them look more unique, make them look like what you want them to look like without changing the character's identity. For example, you play an online match, you win, you receive 1,000 coins, the loser gets 400 coins for playing. Item costs can range from 200 to 20,000. For example, if you wanted to buy an item that was extra cool or hilarious or whatever you wanted it to be. Also, team and tag matches would award more coins than regular because they take more time. For example, give Liu Kang red moccasin shoes. Make the stripe on Kung Lao's hat green. Change Kitana's hairstyle, or give Johnny Cage a bow tie rather than his untied standard tie on his second costume. Now, we are talking about DC Universe characters here, but the same concepts could still apply. In the end, the summary statement is, award coins in online and offline battles, and give me a reason to spend them. Customization would be awesome. I'm about to unleash another clusterfuck of ideas I have to bring more variety to the online modes in Injustice Gods Among Us. I would like online team battles similar to what was seen in Super Street Fighter 4. 2v2s, 4v4s, 3v3s, and a team record being displayed along with in-game clan tags, clan stats, and clan records. Rather than beating up my friends or making them suffer, I'd like to be able to cooperate with them when online, and actually not reduce their self-confidence. Team matches would be fun, because they'd add variety, which is always a positive trait, and would allow for players to spectate their friends fighting, offer tips, constructive criticism, and help create strategies against characters, make matchup charts, and create strong rivalries against foe teams, which is a motivation to keep players playing and improving. I actually would not mind advertisements in video games either. Wipeout HD did it wonderfully, and that would reward the devs even more for making a game that has long replay value. That point was completely irrelevant, but I decided to talk about it anyway. But yes, bring in team matches because team matches are lit. My last wish, and this is by far the absolute most important wish I have for the game. This one factor will decide if I buy the game or not. Don't put Aquaman in the game! Don't do it! This cannot be. I sense Aquaman's presence drawing ever closer. No! No, that's him! No!
Aquaman, swift and powerful monarch of the oceans, with ability to summon and command all creatures of the deep. Aquaman, who with his teenage ally, Aqualad, guards and defends all that lives in the seas against the forces of evil. Aquaman, king of the 7 seas.